You box with your feet and not your hands. So think about it. You have to become better with your feet and better at boxing footwork to be a better boxer. Today, let's break down some fundamentals which will take your footwork to a whole new level. If you are new here, I'm Cody, amateur boxer and boxing coach. I also run a free online boxing forum with more in-depth footwork tutorials and shadow boxing guides to help you get better footwork. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to join that. Otherwise, let's get started with the video. Let's first deter what the feet are capable of doing when you're boxing. Just think, they can close the gap with an opponent so you can get closer. They help you take angles around your opponent so you can move around them. They help you get away if you need to quickly step back or step out to the side so they can't reach you. The feet are what control the distance and the range. So if you look at it like this, let's say this bag is an opponent with the same length arms as me, so we've got the same reach. If I hold my jab out here, this means if I'm in a position to land a punch, my opponent has the same reach. They can also land a punch from here. But just think, it's my feet which deters that range. So if I take a little half step back, I now can't reach the bag unless I step in and then throw that punch. So the feet are capable of getting in and out of range. Now obviously this will change depending on an opponent. If you're a smaller fighter, fighting against someone who's taller, you obviously have to step in a little bit more because otherwise your opponent will be able to reach you and you won't be able to reach them. And vice versa, if you're a taller fighter against a shorter one, that means you don't have to step in and commit all the time because you've got a little bit more range. The next fundamental we want to look at is how the feet can help you actually get more power in your punches, because if you haven't got your feet right, you won't be able to land them punches properly. If my feet are too narrow, I can't sit into the ground, I'm not as balanced, and you can just use your feet, bringing them forward to get more power. So rather than standing on one spot and throwing from here, if I bring my feet in, I can get more power by connecting to the ground more. So when you twist that foot, you can push into the ground and you can sit the feet down to get more power in your punches. So not only do the feet control the range, they also can help you put more weight into your punches because you have more balance and stability to throw. Now, the next fundamental of your boxing footwork is going to be that you need to keep your shape, and not only to throw punches, but also to defend punches as well. Just think about it. If my feet are like this and I'm in my stance, I can now move around properly without losing balance. But if my feet are too narrow and now I try slipping to the side, I'm slightly off balance there. So I can fall over, I can trip over my own feet, and I'm not really in a position to throw a punch with power from here. Like, my feet are too narrow, I haven't got that stable base. So you need that stable base to be able to defend a punch and then also counter punch back. It's all well and good stepping back like this, but now my feet are too narrow and I can't throw punches and I can't defend anymore. So all it takes is, if an opponent throws a jab and I'll go like this and bring my feet together, if they follow up with a backhand, they're probably going to land that shot and leave me in a very bad position. I might even get knocked down. So the key with that footwork, a good fundamental, is keeping that shape at all time, no matter where you move, anyway, in and out, left and right, you have to keep that shape. And when you slip, roll, dip out the way, I'm still keeping that shape. And that is a key fundamental you cannot lose. Now, I know it's easy to look from the outside of this video and watch me doing it and go, well, how do I know if I'm doing it right? Because obviously I can't sit here and watch every single person do their footwork. But if you want to know if you're doing the footwork correctly, just ask yourself this question. Am I in a position to defend a punch and throw my own punch? That's how you will know if you're getting your footwork right. And that's with any movement you do. If you're not in a position to throw or defend a punch, you're probably in the wrong position. Obviously there's times where boxers will be on the outside, they dance about, have a bit of fun, maybe switch stance like you see these Cuban boxers do. But equally, for you right now, you need to focus on, can you defend a punch and can you throw a punch effectively? Not only just scraping it, like if my feet are narrow, yes, I can throw a punch. I'm now not maximizing, my speed, my power, and my stability. So what you want to look at is when you move your head, are my feet in the right place? From here, I can throw a good punch back, boom. I can also move to another angle. Or when I throw a punch, boom. From there, I'm in a position to roll off. I can move. No matter what you do with your footwork, it all comes down to if your feet are in a good enough place to defend and throw a punch. And that's how you know if you're getting it right.